Hey folks, I'm Sir Glory, and welcome to part 12 of my run as Scotland in Europa Universalis IV. So we're going for the Auld Alliance Reversed achievement, and have a bit of a switch attack halfway through so far. Decided to ally with England after antagonising them for a while, but we focused on securing Ireland, allied with England, and then we're going to try and work our way into France. We've also got an alliance recently with Portugal, which should keep them off our back, hopefully, if France go to war with them. And let's get moving on. So we had a bit of a disastrous war a few turns ago, and ended up taking out 3 loans, but we've managed to repay them all now. We're making a good bit of coin. About 4 per month. And that's with our remittance down about a quarter, 20% maybe. And what I'm going to do now, we've lost another general. I've had some good luck with generals recently, but I was going to build in here. And we're going to go with the taxation, I think, to start off with. So we'll do that. And we're at the limit of military points, no power. I don't think I want to spend the power in that at the moment. So instead, military ideas maybe. No, actually, because I was thinking about this. If we look at our ruler 320, our heir does 5 mil, but it's going to be a while before we get him in charge. So I think I'm going to go with diplomatic ideas, just because it's so extremes going for admin or military. So I'm going to go with diplo ideas. And the idea of exploration appealed to me. Going out conquering the new world or discovering the new world, but then the focus of this campaign is France, so there's probably no point doing that just now. I'm not going to try and build up our navy really. I just want enough cogs to transport me across to the continent, and I don't have any vassals or subjects, and it's unlikely I'm going to have. So really, trade is only the only real option for me just now. Advisors on diplomats, etc. Yeah, not really appealing to me. So we're going to go with trade, build up our income, and that will be that. So anyway, that was ideas. In terms of our mill, I suppose we could just keep throwing some money into our provinces. Let's do that, and we'll build up Lothian again as well. It's still relatively cheap here. Right, okay. Yeah, in the last part, our leader died very young. Was it John II, I think? So Duncan of York, not the best, but have to make do. And the heir, obviously, as you saw, not the best either. But we've got a weak claim as it is. Prestige is probably the best thing we've got going for us just now diplomatically. So I'm not going to murder our heir either. Looking down at the continent here, I don't want this alliance. They're rivaled with England. They're pretty weak now. Oh, I've lost another general, damn it. So I had thought about allying Burgundy at one point. Things just aren't looking great for them. Savoy! It's not doing bad. Brabant has expanded a bit. Trier. Norway's justifying it. I wonder if we should go and attack Denmark actually. There's options for us there. God, people are dropping like flies. Is there a plague? What can we get in here? Diplo rep, spike instruction. And I think we should actually just hold off for now. But then I've just taken Diplo ideas, so that makes no sense. So I don't want to spend the cash. I'll just go for the Diplo rep, I think. Yes, do that. Go ahead. If I'm going to spend the cash, I may as well get something out of it. I wanted to get another ship in here. In fact, I want to get another couple of ships probably. Let's add one in for now. Yeah, so I would like to see some power emerge in here to challenge France. So keep an eye on the HRE. France controls the Curia at the moment. I want to get hold of that so that I can excommunicate France. And Denmark, Burgundy myself, and Muscovy. Ah. Distance is the biggest problem. So that's unlikely to happen. They've already got their alliances anyway. Still, still get 2 free diplomats now. Brandenburg and Oldenburg. My allies aren't interested. Portugal obviously not. England. So they were allies in the past. That's unfortunate. Well, of course, with Portugal allying France, I suppose that makes sense that that happens. Okay, so I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, we're not going to be attacking Denmark in the short term. Sweden. Nah, you're still not interested. Liberty desire of 0. Let's think about this. Let's grant a generalship since we can, and they're still only at 71 influence. We're 25% cheaper to employ. I'm not going to go for that. $15.21. So we're only 10 years. No. Again, 15-17, we're 16 years away from doing it again. Only 4 years since the last time we did it. We don't want the power. The loyalty would take them above 60. Trade efficiency stays the same, development cost reduces. That's not really of any interest to me right now, so we'll leave that as well. Okay, let's get us another ship queued up here. And I think we'll just stick with 8 for a while. If I'm going to be building up my navy, I need to build up some cogs. You mothballed and not. Let's get you mothballed then. Okay. The reason I was thinking about attacking Denmark is because I want to take Orkney particularly, and Hjaltland. Shetland. Royal marriage offer from England. Okay. Royal marriage, yes, we'll accept that. Discovery of the New World has heralded a new era, not only for colonisers and the colonised. Okay. So, we need to now try and embrace colonialism. Swines. I suppose we're allies, maybe they'll have loads of people coming up to visit us and give us their technology. I need to get my diplomats to work. Let's top up relations in there. And Trier. Actually, do I have any claims? Okay, let's build a spy network. Maxed out in middle again. Yeah, get him the spy network so I can get a claim in here. We've got them marked there, that's fine. And I suppose I could be drilling the armies while we're standing about here doing nothing. So Bath and Forbes, not bad. And we will spend some mil. Still can only get 2 leaders. I was thinking about getting another general and an admiral, but we'll forgo the admiral for now. Okay, another Bathan. He's alright as well. Good enough for training. So, there we go. Our ship's still not built yet. Where is it building? Where is it building? East March, yes. Is the other one queued up there as well? Never mind. I can purchase nobility. Finally! -5 unrest would be okay. Aggressive expansion. War taxes. I'm not going to develop colonists. I think we'll go with the war taxes. I mean, our economy's okay right now. I think we can deal with these guys if need be. that would be nice. But yeah, I want to avoid getting into debt again. I'll go with that. Okay. Keep an eye on our spy network. For now, I'll probably forget quite quickly. What's our first bonus from our ideas? Trade power. And then we get another merchant after that. Yeah, it's France we're going up against, so we need to stay on their coattails in terms of mill power. So I can't really afford to take the focus off of that. Yeah, okay. Nobility's getting a fair whack there, up to 91%. And where are you guys going to rise up? Outer Hebrides. Actually, is it? Where's it going to rise up though? Ah, right, okay, so they'll get Donegal and Midlands. Well, that's where they get the troops from. Is that where they're coming from? Yeah, it must be. Okay. Let's have you then come over here. We'll stand you in the Midlands and see if that makes any difference. Yeah, let's put the maintenance back up to full. We can still make 1.6 gold. So you're talking Donegal as well. Legitimacy is a big part of the problem. In fact, let's have you come over to Donegal as well. Just to be on the safe side, smash them as quickly as possible and then get back to business. There's other two ships out there. Can you try and meet up at some point? Our mill power's almost maxed out again. Let's go ahead and take it. And we'll go with, I think, the Condota. Okay. And as I said, keep an eye on my spy network, don't forget about it. Fabricate a claim in Orkneys. Interesting. Sweden. Your liberty desire remains at 0. I don't like these ships being separate. Let's get you back together. Okay, Friesland. Your opinion. Or Limerick gets unrest of 2. What's Limerick's unrest like at the moment? Well, I can cope with it. Friesland, do I really care? What do you do? It's only fish. Only fish. Yeah, let's just go with the local merchants outcompeted. Okay, so these heretics going to pop ever. And unrest here. The separatism is going down. That'll be fine. Well, it's just popped up to 4.8. Ah, that was the effect. That just wore off. Okay, let's pull you back from here. So Burgundy seem to be expanding again. You're still rivaled with England. If it wasn't for that, it would be a good option. How many relationships do I have? 3. Of course, Burgundy is just royal marriage. Next idea, inflation reduction. I think we'll hold off on that for now. We need our admin tech to get up, and our inflation's still 0. You guys, group, get you back on the business. Get rid of that, and let's move you guys out. Okay. Gain inflation on 50 mil power. Let's take the 50 mil power since we have just spent so much on Tech 9. This is so slow. Yeah. So, can live with that for a while. We'll get the idea before too long. Okay, let's see what happens here. They seem to have 25,000 men in the field. Yes, they do. France. France have a bit more. Jeez. Okay, I guess it's going to be a while before we go and attack France. We need to be on the back of them being at war with somebody else. Yeah, Lothian want to get our marketplace in here. Okay. Hurry up and pop, rebels, so I can deal with you. I can get another claim in on Denmark, Shetland. Thank you. And actually, what size is Denmark's army? 29,000. Of course, Sweden would obviously have to come in. So that's a no-go while we're on our own. I'm just remembering back to, was it Sligo, who had an alliance with Denmark and we attacked them and ended up just settling for some cash because I screwed up with the navies. If I'd actually managed that war better, I might have had that territory already. But never mind. Fitkin Amandi. Keep an eye on Burgundy. Can we now get... No, it was the recruit minister I think we had. 1517 before we can do that again. I've not done any insults or anything for a long time. There's not really any benefit in it. They're improving Denmark's opinion. And likewise, so that's not so good. I suppose it could keep Denmark off her back, but I'd have preferred England to help me out in a war for my territory. Okay, France, still at peace. Let's bump up our admin tech. Okay. Nobody's going for colonialisation yet. We can get back to uniformity. No. Did I not already set that as of no interest to me? Missionary strength's not going to be any use to me. And I don't want the extra cost for embracing institutions, so go away. Okay. Well, I don't think this rebellion is going to happen. Not in the short term anyway. I can get a trade idea. And we may as well just go ahead, do that. Okay, legitimacy, need that sorted out. I'll have to decrease autonomy in there even more, and try and force them to rebel. Do I have all the royal marriages I can have at the moment? Could get one more, but with whom? That's the question. Finally, they've popped. Let's view come up here. December 21st. Okay. And you'll be in on 22nd. That's fine. Kill them dead. There we go. And we'll have you come back to Ayrshire and you stand on, well, you come back to Desmond. Deal with these guys. And I suppose you can just stand in Ulster. Army maintenance is what's causing us the minus income. That won't last too long. Government reform time. So, we can get administrative free policies, +5 monthly loyalty for the clergy, leader cost reduction, ability to influence prevents us from doing that, I think. Reduced advisor costs. The burghers tend to have the lowest influence. I would like the clergy to have higher influence though. Yeah, I think we'll probably go with the clergy. Meritocratic recruitment. Yeah. Yeah, I think having more influential clergy, more loyal clergy is the most advantageous for us just now. So we'll go with that. And see how that does us. Okay, admirals are all gone. What does that mean for your unrest? That's way down. Friendly troops has probably done most of that though. Okay, France are looking to go and colonise. Can't afford to lose a Diplo. So an ability losing loyalty, but it's not too bad. Let's do that. Okay, and our army maintenance, we can stick that back down. We'll have you drill again. Okay, and I think I'm going to put a break in here. Seen off the heretics. Munster's unrest is disappearing. We've now got noble rebels and Austrian separatists appearing instead. Desires with the flesh. Okay. Marie. And you're good as well. Well, decent. Town prestige. Needed ducats can't afford. I'm not taking a loan over this. Local unrest. And Lothian. We could have... I'm not having a Papal Authority event either, so it's going to have to be a local unrest. Okay, Great Advisor has died. And he was the cheap guy as well. So, yeah, it's just take Robert Stewart. A bit more expensive, but it keeps us back up at 6. And I had to take out a loan. Damn it! I wasn't paying attention to that, obviously. Airshell's got unrest now. A damn loan. I'm going to build improvements with my loan money. Ulster, what's your story? You're actually okay. You're both okay. Nobody's really a problem. So we'll just leave you where you are. And this will jump back up soon, hopefully. Okay, so bit of a disappointing end, but I'm going to put a break in here. Next time out, we'll try and get the finances sorted out again, start building up, so that we can try and match France's 61,000 troops. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and hope to see you again next time. Cheers.